This episode of the Young Turks brought to you by Jack Threads for the win.
Well, there's a video that's going viral right now on the internet, and it features a police officer in Texas. He's at a middle school, and he's pepper spraying a baby squirrel, okay? This video has sparked an outrage. Let's show it to you guys, and we'll discuss whether or not the officer is in the right or wrong.
So for it to be coming to a sentence,
it's not right.
No, I'm gonna cry.
Don't go there, tase it.
Officer Davis from Mesquite ISD. Don't spray him!
You gotta get that stuff in your eyes or breathe it in. Go.
Don't spray him! Don't spray him!
All right, so you can see in the end, he pepper sprays the baby squirrel. It's flailing around a little bit on the floor, and all of the middle school students that are watching it are begging him not to spray the squirrel. Now, as I mentioned, this video was released on the internet. People are outraged by it, but this police officer is basically not being blamed by anything by his bosses. In fact, the Mesquite Police Department has defended the officer's actions. They said that Sergeant West Tolley said that the officer stood between the group of students and the animal because he thought that it had rabies. So he thought he was protecting the students. Come on.
All right. Now, look, it's awesome because the students are standing right there in front of the squirrel. One way to protect the students is to move them into the building, right? So the squirrel could run in whenever they like. Second of all, you're a big guy. There's other ways to protect the students from the squirrel.
By the way.
Come on. But he says he tried to shoo the squirrel. He told him, get, and the squirrel didn't run away. But it probably was a better way than to become public enemy number one for PETA.
No, seriously. But here's another thing. You thought the baby squirrel had rabies based on what? Like, oh, there's a baby squirrel, it has rabies, I'm gonna pepper spray it. Like, what made him think that the baby squirrel had rabies? There was nothing that made him think that. He just wanted to pepper spray the squirrel. And you're right, Jake, there are a million other ways that you could have handled the situation. Let's keep it real. This police officer was bored. He had nothing better to do, so he took out his little can of pepper spray and he wanted to see a baby squirrel, suffer right in front of him. And look, squirrels are considered rodents, right? Like in California, I don't know if this is true in any other state, but if you have squirrels that are tearing up your garden, you have the right to get rid of them, and you can poison them or whatever you need to do to get rid of them, right? So killing a squirrel isn't necessarily the thing that's wrong here. What's wrong is the fact that he just did it because he wanted to do it. There was no reason behind it, and he'd use the pepper spray. A million other ways to handle the situation.
It's a little baby squirrel. How could he? Okay, listen. I want everybody to understand. It's not a federal case, okay? And if it was a rat instead of a squirrel, it was the same exact size, but it didn't have the tail and it wasn't as cute, nobody would be raising this thing. PETA might.
Right.
But everybody else would be like, oh, get the rat. It's so ugly. Yeah, pepper spray it. Okay? So I get all that. But come on, Anna's exactly right. It seemed a little gratuitous, right? And they said he already tried everything. Now, the video was only about 30 seconds long. We didn't see what happened before. But come on, you tell me you couldn't rough talk him and run him off? He's a baby squirrel. Okay.
Am I missing something? It's a fucking squirrel outside. Is there something going on in Mesquite? Is that Mesquite, Texas?
Mesquite, Texas.
Is there something going on in Mesquite where squirrels are overrunning they need like the Pied Piper? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand this. He's outside running around in a middle school and on the ground. Oh my God, a squirrel. We need to. Where's the police officer there? What's going on?
Yeah.
The whole setup of this doesn't make any sense at all. There's a police officer fully equipped with a gun and everything and pepper spray at a middle school checking out a squirrel. What? There's some crime happening. Somebody's getting robbed right now.
No, JR is so right. I love how this police officer is on a middle school campus, fully loaded with his gun, with his pepper spray, everything, and he's wasting his time on a baby squirrel that might have rabies.
Okay, that's the thing. JR nailed it, right? How long was that baby squirrel there that they could call a cop would come, and he would try several different things with the baby squirrel, and then when it didn't work, last resort, he'd pepper spray it. I mean, was there we got a situation in Mesquite down here at the middle school, we got a baby squirrel still sitting on the porch. Yeah, that's what squirrels do. How did it even draw any attention? And how long was it there that the cop came and did it? And look, at the end, I think the squirrel lucky didn't get tased.
Jack Threads is a new sponsor for TYT. They're a members-only online shopping club, but because you know us, you're going to get in. Aren't we cool? But here's a key part to it, 80% off. Hello, up to 80% off of some of the top apparel lines in the country. Game over.
Right.
So go to jackthreads.com/TYT because it's free to join, and you get all those discounts, and you avoid the pain in the ass. The ending of this commercial is a little schwang wang wang.